Ramy Ashour is a professional squash player from Egypt. He reached the world #1 ranking in January 2010, after beating Nick Matthew in the final of the 2009 Saudi International Squash Tournament. At 22, he became the youngest player to reach #1 in the world since the 1980s. Prior to this, he was the first two-time World Junior Squash Champion. He has won numerous other titles during his career, including the World Open Championship. Career overview: Ashour won his first major international title in 2004 at the age of 16, becoming the youngest player ever to win the Men's World Junior Squash Championship. The same year, he helped lead Egypt to a second-place finish in the team event, behind Pakistan. He also led Egypt to a 2-1 victory over Pakistan in the final of the team event. The Egyptian team captured the top 3 positions in the individual players event as well as the team event title, a feat no other team had ever accomplished. In the same year he transitioned out of the junior division. Ashour reached his first major final at the Cathay Pacific Swiss Privilege Hong Kong Squash Open in 2006, where he lost to fellow Egyptian Ramy Ashour, who later would attain the #1 ranking in the world. En route to the final, Ashour defeated world #10 John White, world #3 Thierry Linker, and world #2 David Palmer. Ashour won his first major professional title in January 2007, by defeating Palmer in 32 minutes, in the final of the Canadian Squash Classic. In April 2007, Ashour won the Kuwait Open, the richest squash event in the world, by defeating Ramy Ashour 11-5, 11-3, 12-10, in 34 minutes, after facing a 10-6 deficit in the third set. He then won the Qatar Classic in Doha by again downing David Palmer, this time with a score of 8-11, 11-9, 11-9, 11-6, in 66 minutes. Also in 2007, Ashour was also invited to the ATCO World Series Squash Finals event, where he competed against the other 7 top points earners of the season. The only player to go undefeated in all of his first 3 matches, he played French sensation Gregory Gaultier in the final. After a 62-minute battle, Ashour took the title 3-1. According to squash legend and writer Malcolm Wilstrop, Ramy Ashour is something else. His movement is better than anyone in the game, and allied to his unique racket skills and vision, he lights up the sport. Not only that, but his modesty and engaging smile make him a rare commodity. Ashour played Nick Matthew at the 2009 Saudi International Open, the outcome of which would determine not only the winner of the championship, but also the next world #1. He won the match, his longest ever on the PSA Tour, in a grueling 110-minute, 5-game battle. After losing his world #1 ranking to his English rival, Nick Matthew, in June 2010, Ashour reached the final of the new PSA World Series Australian Open in August. 2 weeks later, he battled to a 10-12, 11-9, 11-9, 9-11, 11-9 victory in a 90-minute match against Gaultier in the Hong Kong Open final. The back-to-back victories returned Ashour to the top of the rankings in September 2010. He slipped behind Matthew again in early 2011, but Ashour then won the JP Morgan Tournament of Champions title for the second time since 2008, beating Matthew in the final match. This was his comeback tournament after recovering from a 2010 hamstring injury. A month later, Ashour played in a PSA World Series final at the North American Open in Virginia, losing to Matthew in a 5-game match. At the 2011 Australian Open, Ashour beat Matthew, the tournament's defending champion, in another 5-game match. The rivalry between the Egyptian and the Englishman continued when both played for their country in the WSF 2011 Men's World Team Squash Championships in Paderborn, Germany. Ashour went on to win that encounter. Ashour furthered his attempt toward reclaiming his world #1 ranking by defeating Matthew once more at the 2011 Roe British Grand Prix, winning the match 3-1. Ashour's 2012 campaign was arguably the most successful of his career, becoming the first player to make the final of every tournament in which he competed since Yansha Khan. After coming back from a long injury break in February 2012, Ashour made the final at the North American Open 2012, where he lost to the new world #1, James Willstrip. At the El Gona International in April, Ashour won their rematch, collecting another major title in front of his home crowd after Willstrip pulled out of the final in the third game. At the Allen British Open in May, Ashour missed the opportunity to be the first Egyptian title holder, after Abu Talib in 1966, by losing to his old rival and defending champion Matthew. Ashour then went undefeated in the second half of 2012, winning all 4 tournaments in which he took part. Specifically, he defended his Australian Open title in August, won the US Open title in October by defeating Gregory Gaultier, and took the Hong Kong Open title in November by beating Willstrip. This string of wins led up to his final victory of the year at the Qatar World Open in December. By beating Matthew in the semi-final, he would reclaim the world #1 spot the following January, and by defeating his fellow countryman, Mohamed El Shorbagy, in the final after a grueling 5-game match, he gathered his second World Open title. Although he did not play in the ATCO World Series final because of a hamstring injury sustained at the Qatar World Open, Ashour retained the world #1 ranking at the first World Series event in 2013, the J.P. Morgan Tournament of Champions. With his right leg heavily strapped, Ashour made it to the final, where he recovered from a 2-0 deficit against Gaultier to stage an unlikely comeback by claiming another TOC title after his previous one in 2011. He became only the third player to win the prestigious PSA Series title thrice since Peter Nicol did it in 2004. Ashour added 2 PSA World Tour titles to his resume within 2 weeks. He beat his long-running rivals, Willstrip and Matthew, in the semi-final and final of the North American Open in Richmond, Virginia, claiming his second North American Open title. 12 days later, Ashour won his 30th tour title by taking the Kuwait PSA Cup. He defeated defending champion Willstrip in the final, and extended his run of consecutive major PSA titles to 7. In May, Ashour clinched his first British Open championship, becoming the first Egyptian to win the tournament since Abu Talib in 1966. He also extended his unbeaten run to 41 matches, with his last previous loss taking place at the 2012 British Open final in London, exactly a year previously. After the summer break, Ashour won his 9th PSA World Tour title in a row and extended his unbeaten tour run to 45 matches by taking down defending champion Gregory Gaultier in the NetSuite Open final. On November 21, 2014, Ashour won his third world title when he defeated fellow Egyptian Mohamed El Shorbagy at the Squash World Championship in Doha, in a match that was described as epic. World Open final appearances, 3 titles and 1 runner-up. Major World Series final appearances, British Open, 2 finals Hong Kong Open, 3 finals Qatar Classic, 1 final US Open, 2 finals. Career statistics listed below. PSA titles. All results for Ramy Ashour in PSA Worlds Tour Tournament. Note equals retired, min equals minutes, h equals hours. PSA Tour Finals Singles Performance Timeline to prevent confusion and double counting. Information in this table is updated after the player's participation in the tournament has concluded. Note